Hello, it's Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. We're reviewing today our Kingston.com from Kingston Technology. They make incredible memory products on their website and tons of really awesome SSDs, solid-state drives. And because these are memory chip based and they're not disk drives with moving parts, they tend to hold up to a certain amount of punishment that you can drill onto them. On their website, or on their YouTube channel too, you can also see them lighting these on fire, hitting them with baseball bats, doing all sorts of destruction activities to them, and they survive incredibly well. Now, let's take a look at the difference here. This is a disk drive with disks in it. You can see there's just a thin middle plate protecting the top and the disks from us. If we were to drive a car over this, it would probably not survive very well. In fact, I wouldn't even bother driving a car over it. You can see here that they've got some locking positions. One of these is probably for the armature that runs inside the disk drives. We'd probably break that very easily. As you can see, we'd probably smash this board here and the end piece if we drove over this with a car, because this would be resting on the ground. So we're not going to do that with the disk drive because we pretty much know it's not going to survive. It's pretty logical. But we really want to test out the Kingston drive. Now, the Kingstons, they sent us a couple hard drives. This is the SSD Now 200. They got a new SSD Now 300 that's out. It's super, super fast. We've also tested their HyperX drives. Just ultra fast data that they've got there. So be sure to check them out. And what we're going to do is we're going to drive over this puppy. Shall we? Shall we crush it? Now, we actually did this once before, so this will be the second drive over, because the first drive over, the wheel was out of focus when we did it. So this technically is going to be a second drive over. So what we're going to do is drive over this puppy. We'll go ahead and set it under the wheel. Bye-bye. Bye-bye there, Mr. Kingston Drive. And we'll get that in focus this time. And we're going to try again. We're going to go over twice, so technically we'll have driven over it 4 times by the time we get done with this. Okay, so let's see how it did. This technically, like I said, is the 4th rollover. And it looks like it survived still incredibly well. Maybe we should just keep driving over it and see how long it takes to break. As you can see here, everything's pretty much held up. We've got a few just scratches on the bottom of the paint and stuff. And other than that, it's held up incredibly well. Nothing's broken loose. There's no moving parts to it at all. It's all still one solid piece. So let's go in and test it and see if the data that's inside of it still works. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to take the Kingston drive V200. We're going to stick it into the device that we used, and let's see if it comes up. We're going to power up. And we technically drove this 4 times because we did it once and then we were out of focus in the first video, so we did it again. As you can see here up in the upper right hand corner, it's recognizing that there's the D drive disk. And let's go to our file manager and see it show up. Let's see. Okay, cool. It looks like it's identified the disk. Let's see. My pictures work. Oh, there's my name on the cover of the Steve Jobs on Innovation Technology Legacy Series magazine. And let's see if we can play a video, if the drive still works enough to play a video. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There's my dog in the video. So, ultra cool. It looks like the disk survived without any problems, and that's the beauty of a solid-state drive. Now, Kingston just issued their new drives called the V300s. These things are freaking awesome as to how they work. They now give you faster than a 7200 RPM hard drive. It's actually 10 times faster. So when you buy a spinning disk, what are you doing? You can have a solid state drive that's 10 times faster than a 7200 RPM hard drive. High quality controllers and processors and everything. There's no moving parts. Solid state drives are less likely to have problems with standard hard drives. So be sure to go to the website Kingston.com, tell them Chris Voss sent you. Chris Voss tested, Chris Voss approved. I love their stuff, and these were the guys who got me switched from buying disk drives to owning solid-state drives, and I've been much the better. Beautiful part about solid-state drives, too, is they don't run hot, so they don't burn out as quickly, and you can actually, as soon as you pull one out, you can take and hold it in your hand, and there's no heat. It's freaking crazy. And look, all we did was scratch the back. That's funny. So thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to see our friends at Kingston.com. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Thanks for coming by.